All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Indianapolis Colts. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. His first carry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run with Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. From the gun, here's Love. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down. Vasquez drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. For 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Second down, it's Jones. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Vasquez. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Luck now on second down. Fighting a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. Room here to run. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Noah Spence in there to get him for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Strong right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. A shotgun snap for Locke. Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Now a 1st down throw. Locke. Forced out to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
To your right.
Now it's Hines. Down right around the 25. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Rolling.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Locke. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11
On 2nd down, here's Locke. His throw incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. And the kick by Rosas is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they load him up because he's helping out.
And now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an out of the run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Hines. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Vasquez. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Vasquez. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Patriot! Detroit!
Looking to throw. Vasquez. And a catch right side by Evans. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. They
begin the drive with Hines. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. This one fielded at the 5. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. Play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing again. Vasquez. And this is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Gun! 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 Gun!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
12. 11 Z.
To throw on 2nd down is Luck. Buying time to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Take it at the 37. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10. A give to Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down. Vasquez. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. First down. Vasquez. A dump underneath to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Vasquez. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Detroit!
Throwing on 1st down. Vasquez. And he hits it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cameron Brate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Being chased out left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Evades him at the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis! Naeem Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Fights through one man. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Vasquez. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Vasquez. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender.
And this is caught inside the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Detroit!
Back to throw. Vasquez. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters. Because
blitz coming, and down he goes. Michael Kendricks leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Love. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Love. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Luck now to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now Luck. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Here's Love. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one for him.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. From the gun on 3rd down, Vasquez. He's got Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a yard. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Operating from the gun, Vasquez. Steps away to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.